Gen Alpha, the kids of iPads, AI and anxiety, the generation born into chaos, raised by YouTube and fed by DoorDash. But are they thriving, or silently drowning in a world no one fully understands yet? Let's talk about it. Let's compare. Let's break down why Gen Alpha is going through more than we ever did, and why Gen X might just be the toughest generation of them all. The boomers. Born after World War II, raised on hard work, landlines, and good old American grit. Hardship looked like civil rights movements, Vietnam, the Cold War, and walking to school in snow, uphill, both ways. But guess what? No internet, no iPhones, no 24/7 news cycle. Life was simple, hard, but simple. Gen X, the underdogs, the overlooked, raised by boomers, raised by the TV, latchkey kids, came home to an empty house, made their own dinner, learned how to survive.
Why they're so resilient? They had zero safety nets. They dealt with divorce rates skyrocketing. They figured life out before Google existed. They adapted to tech without being born into it.
Gen X didn't whine. They worked. They're the bridge between analog and digital, the last to play outside till the streetlights came on, and the first to send an email at work the next morning. Millennials got degrees in debt. They were told, go to college and you'll be successful. Instead, they got hit with 9/11, the Great Recession, the student loan crisis, and a housing market out of reach. Hardships, economic collapse, student debt, job insecurity, vibe tired but hopeful. The therapy generation, they invented hustle culture and mental health awareness. They gave us memes and mindfulness, but also chronic anxiety and a billion-dollar self-help industry. Gen Z was born woke, raised on Instagram, trained on TikTok. They question everything, gender, systems, status quo, and they should, because they inherited climate crisis, political chaos, and a pandemic during their most formative years. Gen Z is loud, informed, and tired before 25, but they're also the most self-aware generation to date. And now, Gen Alpha, the babies born into screens, the toddlers who knew how to swipe before they could speak, the kids who had to wear masks in kindergarten and talk to their friends through Zoom. They're being raised on algorithms. They don't know a world without YouTube, AI, or Alexa. They're overstimulated, undersocialized, and deeply misunderstood. What they're facing, growing up in a world of instant everything, zero privacy, their whole lives are documented online, emotional development through screens, not people, higher rates of anxiety, ADHD symptoms, and isolation than any previous gen, and unrealistic standards from birth, thanks to perfect family Instagram posts. They're not just tech-savvy, they're the test subjects of a hyper-digital world. Let's be real, every generation has its scars, but Gen X was built different.
They had no Google to ask for help. They learned emotional survival before therapy became mainstream. They adapted to rapid change without the support of society. They suffered quietly, no hashtags, no online support groups. They raised both millennials and Gen Alpha while grinding 9 to 5s. They're the generation that got forgotten, but they never folded.
Gen Alpha is growing up in a world we don't fully understand yet. They need guidance, not judgment. They need real connection, not just Wi-Fi. They need to be reminded that who they are is more than likes, filters, or followers. Let's not wait till Gen Alpha hits rock bottom. Let's show up. Let's give them the tools we wish we had. Let's help them unplug and tap back into themselves.